If you're in your golden years and looking for a natural, simple way to improve your health, something that is often overlooked, then what I am about to share might completely shift how you see things. Yes, we're going to talk about masturbation. I know, it's a topic many people don't usually bring up, especially in conversations about health. But stay with me. This isn't about anything inappropriate. There's nothing explicit or pornographic here. It's purely about health, your health, and how this natural human act could have real, science-backed benefits as we age. You see, we made a previous video on this topic, and the response was huge. Many people, especially older adults, found it eye-opening and helpful. So today, we're building on that conversation, with new research and deeper insight into why this personal practice can actually support your overall wellness in meaningful ways. I understand that some cultural or religious views may discourage masturbation, and I respect that completely. But this discussion isn't about what is right or wrong morally. It is about what is been proven to support your well-being physically and mentally. And if you're open to hearing what science and medicine have to say, I think you'll find this information not only surprising, but also empowering. Let's talk openly and without shame. As we age, blood circulation naturally declines, especially for those of us who live more sedentary lives. That poor circulation can lead to all kinds of problems: cold hands and feet, low energy, erectile dysfunction in men, and vaginal dryness in women. Masturbation, believe it or not, helps boost blood flow throughout the body, especially in the pelvic region. For men, this increased circulation supports penile health and helps reduce the risk of erectile issues. A study published in the American Journal of Medicine found that older men who engage in regular sexual activity, including solo activity, are less likely to experience erectile dysfunction. And for women, research from the North American Menopause Society shows that better blood flow to the pelvic area helps prevent dryness and improves tissue flexibility. It's not just about physical function either. When you masturbate, your brain releases feel-good chemicals, dopamine, endorphins, and others, that boost your mood and melt away stress. These are natural antidepressants your body makes on its own, and they're powerful. A study from biological psychology even found that orgasms lead to a spike in dopamine, which helps improve mood and reduce symptoms of depression. That's something so many older adults struggle with, especially after retirement or when activity levels drop. And here's something you might not expect. Masturbation can actually help you sleep better. After orgasm, your body releases prolactin, a hormone associated with deep relaxation and drowsiness. That natural chemical shift makes it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. The Mayo Clinic has pointed out that this release of prolactin after climax supports better sleep quality, making this a safe, side-effect-free alternative to sleeping pills. For men, there's another benefit that's particularly important: prostate health. Studies from Harvard Medical School, following over 30,000 men, found that frequent ejaculation, including through masturbation, may reduce the risk of prostate cancer. How? Because ejaculation helps flush out toxins and carcinogens from the prostate, keeping that area healthier over time. Women benefit too, especially after menopause. Masturbation helps maintain natural lubrication and keeps vaginal tissue more elastic, which reduces discomfort and dryness during intimacy. It also lowers the risk of urinary tract infections and boosts the immune system by supporting the healthy bacteria in that area. The North American Menopause Society has shown that regular stimulation promotes better vaginal health overall. But it doesn't stop there. Masturbation may also strengthen your immune system by increasing the production of white blood cells, which are key to fighting off infection. A study published in the journal Neuroimmunomodulation showed that sexual activity reduces cortisol levels, the stress hormone that weakens immunity and boosts your natural defense systems. Just like how you exercise to keep your muscles strong, masturbation helps keep your sexual function active. For men and women alike, regular stimulation preserves libido and prevents the kind of functional decline that can come with aging. Research in the Journal of Sex Research found that it supports erectile function in men and maintains sexual sensitivity in women, helping you enjoy a healthier sex life, even if you're not currently in a relationship. And if you deal with chronic pain, which many older adults do, this might surprise you. The endorphins released during climax are powerful natural painkillers. They can help ease back pain, joint stiffness, and other aches without relying on medication. The Journal of Pain actually highlights how this process can bring meaningful relief to those dealing with persistent discomfort. All of these benefits come from something simple, natural, and already part of your biology. Now, before we go any further, there's something we need to clear up, because this is where a lot of people get confused. Masturbation by itself is not the problem. What can cause harm, especially over time, is the overuse or dependence on pornography while doing it. And yes, there's a huge difference. While the act of masturbation can support your health, consuming too much pornography has actually been linked to several mental, emotional, and even physical health issues. Studies show that overexposure to porn can reduce dopamine sensitivity. That means your brain starts needing more and more stimulation just to feel the same level of pleasure. Over time, this can lead to dependency, a loss of interest in real-world relationships, and in some cases difficulty with focus, memory, and self-control. The brain becomes overstimulated, and things that used to bring you joy, like a walk outdoors, reading, or connecting with someone, may not feel as fulfilling. And that's especially important for older adults, because as we age, we already have to work a little harder to protect our emotional and cognitive health. It's also important to mention how pornography can sometimes create unrealistic expectations. What we see on a screen often has nothing to do with real human connection or intimacy. When we absorb those false ideas too often, it can make us feel like we're missing something, or that we're not enough. That feeling can lead to self-esteem issues, anxiety, or even relationship strain. And when you combine that with the natural emotional changes that come with aging, like the need for companionship, respect, and confidence, the impact can be even more intense. So what's the solution? It's simple. Choose mindful, intentional self-care over overstimulation. When you engage in self-pleasure without porn, focusing instead on how your body feels and what brings you peace, it becomes a nurturing, self-respecting practice. It's not about fantasy or addiction. It's about connecting to your own health, honoring your body, and giving yourself a natural outlet for stress relief, emotional balance, and physical health. And believe it or not, masturbation can even help you stay connected to your identity. Many people experience changes in how they view themselves as they age, especially when society constantly associates youth with sexuality. But the truth is, your sexual health and identity don't disappear just because you hit a certain age. In fact, they become even more important. They become part of how you stay grounded, present, and full of life. Practicing self-pleasure mindfully reminds you that your body is still capable of joy, that you are still you no matter your age, and that feeling of connection to yourself, it ripples out into everything, from how you walk to how you sleep to how you engage with the world. It boosts your confidence, it strengthens your immune system, and yes, it even improves your heart health. Remember, the heart is both a physical organ and a symbol of vitality. The emotional wellness that comes from feeling good in your own skin, feeling relaxed, at peace, and comfortable with yourself, can have direct effects on your cardiovascular system. Lower stress means lower blood pressure. More endorphins mean a better mood, which reduces the risk of depression and anxiety. And better sleep supports your heart, your brain, and your energy levels throughout the day. Now let us talk about something that doesn't get mentioned nearly enough: connection without shame. Many older adults grew up in environments where sexuality was considered a private or even forbidden topic, and unfortunately, that shame can linger. But now, in this stage of life, there is a beautiful opportunity to let go of that old shame and embrace health in its most honest, natural form. You have nothing to prove to anyone. You don't need anyone's permission to take care of your health in the way that works best for you. And if this topic makes you feel uncomfortable at first, that's okay. That's totally normal. Just know that what we're talking about here is not about indulgence. It's not about doing something secretive or strange. It's about well-being. It's about taking care of your body the way you would with exercise or healthy eating or meditation. Think of masturbation as another tool in your wellness toolkit. You wouldn't feel ashamed for stretching your back or going for a walk. So why feel ashamed for engaging in something that relaxes you, strengthens your body, and brings comfort during a stressful moment, especially when done mindfully, in a way that respects your boundaries, your energy, and your own rhythm. One of the most empowering shifts that can happen later in life is realizing that you can live on your terms. You get to define what health means for you. You get to choose what habits help you feel more alive, more centered, and more connected to yourself. And sometimes, that means embracing practices that we were once told to ignore. Masturbation doesn't make you less respectable. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. In fact, choosing to care for your body, even in private moments, is one of the most dignified things you can do. It says, I value myself, I take my health seriously, I deserve to feel good. And isn't that what we all want, especially as we age? To keep feeling good, to stay in tune with our bodies, to avoid unnecessary medications, to sleep better, to keep our hearts strong and our spirits calm. This is about giving yourself permission to feel well in every way, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And if you've ever felt like some of your energy has faded with age, or your sleep isn't what it used to be, or your mood dips more than it used to, this simple, natural practice might be part of the answer. Masturbation, done without guilt or external pressure, is a quiet, personal act of tuning into your body's needs. It's something you can do without any equipment, in your own time, without relying on medications or anyone else's permission. That's what makes it so empowering, especially in our golden years, when independence and control over our well-being mean more than ever. Let's also not forget how many health conditions can be eased or even prevented through regular, mindful self-pleasure. We mentioned better blood circulation, better sleep, and stress relief, but there's also the powerful effect it can have on chronic pain. As we age, joint aches, stiffness, back pain, these become part of daily life for many. But the body has its own pharmacy of pain relief, and it's activated through pleasurable touch. The endorphins released during orgasm are nature's painkillers. They don't just lift your mood, they dull physical discomfort too. You may find that a few moments of self-care can do what a pill sometimes can, calm your body gently without side effects, and help you get through your day with more ease. Now let's talk about sexual function, because many people assume that after a certain age, that part of life just disappears. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Regular stimulation actually helps preserve sexual function. For men, that means maintaining blood flow and erectile strength. For women, that means supporting natural lubrication, preserving tissue elasticity, and keeping sensitivity intact. It's like any other part of your body. The more you use it, the more it stays active and responsive. And more than that, it reinforces the idea that your body still belongs to you. It's still a source of joy and connection, not just to others, but to yourself. There's also the immune-boosting benefits we touched on earlier. When your body experiences pleasure, it's not just your mind that relaxes, your entire system shifts into a healthier state. Cortisol levels drop, which reduces inflammation and supports your immune response. White blood cells, the very agents that defend your body from infections, become more active. That means your body becomes better at fighting off colds, viruses, and even the subtle imbalances that build up over time. It's fascinating how something so simple, so quiet, can have such a widespread effect. Of course, this isn't to say that masturbation is a magic cure-all. It won't replace good nutrition, regular movement, or emotional connection, but it can complement all of those things. It fits into a broader picture of self-care, one that's grounded, accessible, and deeply personal. And as with any part of your health, the key is consistency and awareness. It's not about how often you do it, or how it compares to anyone else. It's about what feels good and beneficial to you in this moment of your life. There's one more piece I want to emphasize: permission. Many older adults carry decades of conditioning around what is and isn't appropriate when it comes to pleasure. But this is your body, your health, your life. You don't need permission from society, from outdated norms, or from voices in the past. You already have permission from yourself to take care of your well-being in every way that works for you. If this message resonates with you, take a moment to reflect, not with judgment, but with curiosity. Ask yourself, what does wellness look like for me now? What parts of my health have I been ignoring or putting last? What would happen if I let go of old shame and started choosing joy, comfort, and self-respect instead? And that's really what this conversation is about. Not just masturbation, but the freedom to take care of yourself fully and honestly. The freedom to age with vitality, clarity, and dignity. To let your health, not fear or taboo, be your guide. Whether you try this practice or not is completely up to you. But know this, your body is still capable of good things. Your health can still improve, and your life, no matter your age, still holds potential for peace, joy, and growth. If this video helped open your mind or brought you some peace, please consider sharing your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know how this message resonated with you. Your stories and feedback help others feel less alone, and they help us continue creating content that truly matters. If you found value in this conversation, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you won't miss the next video. We're here to support your journey to better health, one honest topic at a time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening with an open heart. And thank you for taking care of yourself. You deserve it.